welcome to another episode of Akeel Hassan video. We're doing something different in this one. And a lot of YouTubers start the thing with saying, oh, we're doing something different in this one. But what we're actually going to do with this car is we're going to do some build, some upgrades, some things with this car. So a friend of mine recently bought this car, and I know Civics are a worldwide thing, a big community for these EK hatches. But in the UAE, the situation is slightly different. Yes, there are quite a few EKs, but it's more difficult to find the one that you like. And we know, coming from Cape Town, we got a certain style that we used to with these cars. These cars are really well known everywhere. And we found one, basically the friend obviously that bought it, but we found one that works with our style, works with what we know, is a really good example, has like 80% of all the mods that you actually want the car to have, is really well done, and just ticks most of the boxes for us. Honestly, I went to go view this car, and I had a Honda EK chassis myself, even though it was a Ballard, or as they call it overseas, a EK Furio. I had one myself, and I know what to look for. The firewall, certain areas you go when you go view a car, you look for that. And when we were viewing this car, I was checking all the firewall, I was checking the drainage at the bottom, I was checking the carpets at the bottom of the driver's seat and the passenger seat, and it didn't have any of the bulges, any issues with the firewall, any issues with draining. So this is a really good example. And then further made us go for this car is the fact that it does have a B20B swap already with the CRV box, chipped ECU, ACL bearings, and the head has been machined slightly with the valves being lapped and just balanced in a way. There's no cams or any heavy performance modification, but I think the bearings being done was a big point for us for reliability. And then if I get to the suspension of the car has coilovers, JDM speed coilovers. The car has the BWR bracing at the back, the full bracing, not just the side ones. It's got the one at the bottom as well. That was a big plus for us. And then this car does come, if you can follow me around here, this car does come with the original Honda sunroof, the sunroof from Honda. It tilts up, it slides back in, works perfectly. And then the wheels on this car, the wheels and tire setup is a EK PF01. I think if we go to the other side, we can focus better on the wheel. It's genuine EK or Enki wheels, or however you guys say it. You can see the stamp there, over there, made in Japan, JRC. And then the wheels are semi-slick tires, RE003s. RE003 tires, semi-slick tires all around. So, I mean, what would make you not want to take the car? And the styling, the car's got the EK9 fin, the rear apron, the lights as well, EK9 Type R, stock exhaust still. So, like I say, this car's 80% done, 80% of the things that you actually want to do with the car. I mean, if you check out, there's the BWR bracing all around. I think that's just great. So it was a no-brainer actually, after viewing this car, to tell my friend, you know what, I think it'd be a good idea to take this car, because there are other EKs out here, but not all of them tick our boxes. And I mean, our boxes is what we actually like, because you don't want to buy a car and then the styling's not to your taste, or you have to do like 10-20 things to it and you basically work back. So yeah, if we even, let's look inside the car. I'm keeping my sunglasses on because it's really hot right now. The car has DC5 steering wheel. The interior is immaculate. Let me just get you guys in here in the interior. Look at that interior, it's really immaculate. DC5 steering wheel, good condition, leather wrap. It's got the AEM fuel ratio gauge, so you can monitor those things. And then, yeah, it's everything that you really want. And you can see, because it has the CRV gearbox, the guy even put the CRV shifter in as well. I will show you under the hood in a few minutes, but this interior, just a moment for this interior, because it's really immaculate. So the plans with this car, we will see. I've bought a few things for this car, or we've bought a few things for this car for the upgrades or things that we're going to try out on this car. This car doesn't have cup holders. That's one thing we're thinking about. I'll show you the engine bay soon. But yeah, interior, look at that sunroof. Sunroof works. Got the cover as well. Let me just slide it back, front and back. Yeah, check there, that still work. And it can go inbuilt, like they say, slide inside the roof. Rear seats still fresh. So if we get under the hood of this car, which is where the magic happens, we can see what's done to the car already. I'll just hold up the hood for you guys. So here is a B20 B8 swap, which is kind of like the high comp swap. It's very similar to the B20Z, and the B20 B8 has a lot of similarities. So it's high comp, not high comp really, but higher compression than the other B20s. It's got the low intake, which lets us know that it's the high comp version if it's not been changed, but obviously this car has that. Then assisting this car, it's got the 4-to-1 header. It's got a XZE stage 1 clutch kit, which is a massive bonus. And then you've got the 180i and VTEC box, which you're probably going to drop a K&N drop-in filter here. The reason we would probably drop a K&N filter in here, because it's the UAE, it's hot climates, it's dusty conditions. Yes, it would be much nicer to go with a cold air induction, I'd love it, but to just prolong the car and protect the car, it's better to just drop in a K&N filter, and it's sealed off. It gets air from one channel and it's fine. Besides now the air filter having that protection being closed, the car has the Koyorad radiator, which this car has been driven now for a few weeks, 3 weeks. 3 weeks around, car hasn't overheated, thankfully. The car's running fine. I see it's got NGK spark plug leads, so it's blue leads. It's a nice upgrade, and this car's got AC. I don't think this car would have been bought if it didn't have AC. It's got the long condenser from the CRV. So this guy, when he swapped this car, knew what he wanted. This is like the perfect candidate for a B16A swap. You can pop the head on there. You can maybe do stage 1 cams. But I'm just speaking in the future to what this car could be. At the moment, if you're looking at it, I'm going to close the hood now. But at the moment, if you're looking at this, is quite a cool setup, because you got the stage 1 clutch, you got kind of a higher compression B20, because B20 already has a lot of torque. So you're benefiting there. You got the 4-to-1 header, you got the Koyorad, the big radiator, which goes all the way. And the guy basically made sure that this car has AC, so he made sure that the AC works. Everything in the front, there's just enough space for the fans, everything. This car aircon blows ice cold, and I know a lot of sellers put that in their ads, but aircon blowing ice cold is needed here in the UAE. So yeah, that's what this car holds, and that's what this car is. You can see the front, there's nice Mugen lip. Let me just drop the hood. So yeah, that's this car in a nutshell. It's really cool, this car, the package, what it has to offer. And let me know if you really want some feedback on this car, you want to see it again. The only like minor thing that I noticed on this car is the entire front is a new spec front. So the entire front is 99 to 2000 front, but the bonnet is an old spec bonnet. That's like the one thing we noticed about the car when we did go buy the car and go view the car. It's not really off-putting. It just results in the slight gap that you see for the car, but it's not a deal breaker. I mean, you can find a new spec bonnet and pop it in there and this gap just disappears. And I personally, and style is subjective, I always say, I don't like the Mugen lip. For me, that's not the lip I'd go for, but I understand what the guy was going for. And he built a really cool car. And it's neat. You saw the interior, you saw the steering wheel, DC5 steering wheel from the Type R. So let us know if you want to see a build of this car on the channel. We'll do some small things. We'll take this car from 80% to 100%. It's not all going to be big things, because you can see the car's already like stage 1-ish with a clutch, the engine. All it needs probably is a VTEC head. What would you do with a car like this? What would you do if this was your car? What would you do to take it from, and a lot of these things, yes, this is my opinion. What would you do to take this car from 80% to 100%? Or you buy a car from someone else, what would you do to make this car your personal car? What would you do to personalize it? I would do the CTR front lip, but you have to understand finding parts in the UAE for these cars not as easy as Cape Town. So if you like this video and if you enjoyed seeing this car, want to see it again on the channel, comment down below. What should we do to this car? What would you do to this car? And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe, comment, hit the like button. It really helps. And I really want to see this car on the channel again. So we will be doing some things to the car, but I want to hear from your side. Thanks for watching.